Remember, these cars over 3,000 pounds, and take a look at how he gets upside down.
Going by Noah, a little bit of contact on with the right front fender. Car turned sideways and just flipped in the air. That is, quite honestly, that's just not acceptable. There's no way that a car, when it turns like that, should get up in the air that easily. There has been millions of dollars and hours of time spent to prevent that from happening. That's going to catch everybody by surprise.
And you see right there a slide that gives you a great view of the whole underbody we talk about, the underwing, everything that people talk about for damage. And then here it catches the grass and a couple pretty violent tumbles. I mean, you said it, Rick, 3,000 pounds. It looks like a Matchbox car.
A couple of white and blue cars there at the top of your screen. Chastain and Briscoe, and there's trouble further back. William Byron gets launched up onto the retaining wall. Brad Keselowski's involved. Everybody else will find their way through, but William Byron up and in the air with Keselowski pinned underneath.
My goodness. Here's the view from Tyler Reddick. Look up ahead. It's very, very fortunate for the 24, the double height of the Armco there, the extra third layer, not just a normal 2-height Armco, but a triple height Armco. You see all the way at the top of it. That gets very, very scary if he gets above that Armco into the catch fence. Fortunately, not the case. It's so hard to tell, we see the beating and banging. I don't know who's in the appropriate lane. It's so, you said, narrow and S's. Yeah. Whoa, look out! Elliott's gone. Keselowski, Reddick, 2 playoff drivers in this wreck. And the car goes over. Tyler Reddick has flipped.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah, contact. It just looks like to me, Truex is up the racetrack. Then the 45 goes over that.
Yeah, the quarter-mile track.
Yeah, the quarter-mile track. And when he hits that, it just rolls it.
And then he drove it back to the pit stall. The left front upright, I believe, is broken on the 45, so he's done, which you would imagine after a wreck like this.
You see Brad Keselowski in it.
Field Museum of Natural History here behind us. A second group of spotters down here as Allgaier gets sideways and into the wall in turn number 4. We talked about how narrow that was. There's tire barriers right there that caught him, but he broadsided it here at the exit of turn 4 as the rest of the field snakes by.
But how rough it is. Oh, as we see another contact right there, the late yellow.
Yeah, the 45, Alan Day came in there at speed. Look at it, tore the whole driver's side off of that car.
And Dylan, great work by that tire barrier. You see the second impact, which luckily, it's severe, but it's more body work than actual chassis to chassis. But can you imagine, tire barrier did a nice job, Rick. That would have been a hard hit driver's side into a concrete barrier.
Again, the 45 of Alan Day comes in and tears the whole driver's side. Big run by some of those cars in the back and around into the field. The 8 of Kyle Busch was the one who went down and came back up. Harrison Burton sliding down. It's very close there.
On the bottom of the racetrack. Then a block from LaJoie. LaJoie gets into him. Kyle Busch blocked him, and LaJoie just ran into him, to be honest with you. I'm not saying he meant to do it, but either a misjudgment. See right there, big block. Then he goes, and then LaJoie trying to get back on the racetrack. That yellow line.
Yeah, the 98 just going to pop out of line and kind of easily go by the 30.
Oh, contact made into the wall hard. Did not clear Sting and got into the wall with the right front. The 9 of Brandon Jones is sideways. Oh, and a little contact there as well.
He's trying to cover that outside, and the 39 had to lift. The 9 got into him.
To your point, Jeff, I think that he's passing the 39 with such pace that he thinks he's going to easily go by him. And at the same time, the 9 kind of gets to the 39's bumper and surges the 39 forward, which changes the pace of overtaking.
Oh, crash! 2 cars slam together, and Harrison Burton takes a wild ride through the grass and up into more traffic, gets tagged, turned around, and 5 cars are in it. Ryan Preece.
I think he missed that inside wall. Harrison Burton, big damage on the 21 car.
And Carson Hocevar, the rookie, gets taken out into that very, very wet grass. The green and white car, and Brad Keselowski and he make contact.
Keselowski got to his rear bumper, just took a little bit of a love tap, turned him sideways, kind of looked to me like he was on the left corner of that bumper, turned him right down into Harrison Burton.
Well, and it's just what we were talking about, Clint, with everybody trying to feel out exactly what their cars were doing.
Here we go.
And we have our first caution of the night. It's going to be Sam Mayer in the one.
Well, there's another car involved.
That is not good. Kyle Weatherman, the 91. Eliminated
pretty hard
early
hit right there.
Boy, that was a hard hit.
Yeah, you don't like to see those angles.
Two by two for fifth and a big wreck. The 88 gets caught up in Carson Kvapil. The caution comes out. That will end the race. Upside down and over. Goes to 28. So Kyle Sieg back on his wheels.
Here we go. So it seems like it's hard to tell, but 45 gets into the right rear of the 88, gets the car spinning.
That's a scary wreck. We'll see.
Over 3,000-pound cars flying through the air is never a good sight.
Elliott dug down low in that familiar blue and yellow Napa machine. Somebody's in the wall.
The 54 of Ty Gibbs. He had an issue in the middle of 3 and 4. I couldn't tell what it was. Then it looked like a mechanical issue that continued down the front straightaway. Then in the middle of the dogleg, a hard right turn. The 54 is up. You see him slipping and sliding. I don't know if he has a tire down or breaks a toe link, but then right there, the car gets sideways. He corrects and gets into the wall. Ty Gibbs is a very, very talented race car driver. I find this shocking to think there's not a mechanical issue. There's no way at that point in the racetrack that is purely driver error.
Whoa! Whoa! Berry's gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry.
See right there, there's the push. They all stacked up, the 8, the 20. Now the one thing about that car, when it's sat down on the roof,
yes,
look at the integrity of the roof. It's sitting there really strong. That's something this car is really good at. This is two weeks in a row, Steve, with cars in the air.
They'll go drivers right up against the wall, and then Christopher Bell will angle his car in. Larson, oh, Larson's in hot. Oh, he'll go windshield deep. Kyle Larson locks it down and slams into the tire barrier while racing for second here in turn 6.
Too far, lock up, and barely contact. Turns right, actually. Kyle Larson turns right to miss the 54 and takes a head-on shot. Turns right, or the car goes right, but almost misses the tire barriers all the way to the right. Makes contact with the concrete wall. You see the damage. Grazes the bumper of the 54.
Sanchez will try to work both. Oh, trouble.
And there's a crash. Caution is out. The race is over. Trucks up in the air. Nick Sanchez leading when the caution flag came out.
Oh, wow. That is scary looking.
It's just amazing.
But like you said, that's about as soft as you can turn one over.
That's exactly right. And it didn't just keep tumbling either, like we've seen happen so many times. I don't know if Raja just lost the front end of his number 71 Chevy or what went down there, but he definitely went up the track and made contact. Blaney went to move up, make a pass. Byron blocked him, got him really
Oh, Byron Blaney
turned
into the wall.
Kyle Busch.
Brad Keselowski's into the back of the 8, who you can see the flames coming out of Kyle Busch's car, trying to keep from getting into the back of the 24, but the 6 is pushing Kyle Busch so hard that he can't get checked up. You saw the flames come out of the pipes.
Off turn 4 for the final time.
Comes a run by Brad. There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys. Reddick.
Oh my God! Great work, guys!
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's upside down.
Upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Look at that. That is wild. I thought I saw that.
LaJoy, 19th.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, it's going to go over.
We heard Denny Hamlin. No, I'm sorry. It was Chase Elliott in his interview that said, well, you just want to be the front of your strategy. Oh, man, big wreck.
Oh, and hit again.
Oh,
that's the 24 of William Byron. A.J. Allmendinger in the 16 involved as well.
Oh, you're going to see it right here. The 21, 41, and 24. So the 41, if we back that up and watch that one more time, the 41 is trying to get 3 wide between the 21 and the 24, trying to make it 3 wide. I don't believe Harrison Burton or William Byron knew that they were 3 wide. This will be a great look right here.
Oh, they're hitting each other there. So he's in his right rear quarter panel.
And look at that. Look at the speed of the pack. Here we go. Cindric's gone. So too is Logano. Harrison Burton's in there. LaJoy. The whole field. My goodness.
Something stacked everybody up on the front 2 rows. Boom, and around he goes.
He got there, and he was also kind of moving from right to left. He wasn't, you know, it happened so quick.
Look at the push. But this is what I saw.
That's
the pushing,
right.
And the 22 was getting pushed by the 21.
Right.
The 21 was getting pushed by the car behind him. It all happened, Dick, because the 2 got out so far. And that got mixed up when they passed the lap car of Gilliland. Yeah. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47.
Can he push his way further forward over these closing 8 laps coming up?
Oh, they got together at 3.
Whoa! McDowell goes up high. Larson is in it. Reddick's in it. Logano, Wallace, Haley.
That all started in turn 3. Cindric tried to lift to prevent it from happening, but he did not lift quick enough. Tries to get to the outside, lifts right there, and still contact. And then, look at this.
Whoa. And Michael McDowell, who knows what it's like to have a massive crash at a high-speed track, got away with that one.
See the fire come out of the pipes of the 2 car? He was being pushed by the 4. He knew he had too much speed. He was doing all he could to prevent it, but it just could not get it slowed down.
But it is over. And look at how fortunate Michael McDowell was.
Kaz Grala has wrecked the front end of his car, coming off turn number 4, and comes to rest just past the start-finish line.
Got loose up off the corner. Oh, overcorrect.
Man.
That's hard. That is a huge hit, Kevin. Looked like it then started to catch up, got loose, and man, what a massive overcorrect.
You saw the flames come out of the pipe. He dumped the throttle right there, and when you're in that scenario, you got to try to walk it off the corner. But when he dumped the throttle and he put all that wheel to the right, as soon as it slowed down enough and
front tires finally caught up.
Yeah.
The second row is even, right? It's better than if second was broken free, so he can control.
And there goes Justin Allgaier out of line and hard into the wall.
That was like how he had made.
Final lap, stage 1. Caution is out for Justin Allgaier, who was running 5th. Window net is down.
It's easy to get turned around.
Yeah, man, your car gets very light there, and I understand, you know, especially when you have somebody on your left rear. But there wasn't going to be 100% of a hole right there. I feel like if he was making the move, he was going to be almost on the yellow line. So it's a little bit tricky and a hard hit, man. You can see how the wall had a bad angle right there, and the impact was very, very hard.
That's very clear information about.
Whoa! That's a huge one for Lawson. That car just snapped on him and went straight into the wall.
Hold on, good, hold on.
Back end comes around, and then it went to the right. Now it appears to me. Oh, who hit him? Who was that got it? That was Briscoe. 2 playoff drivers. So that's one of 2 things. So watch this thing. The back end starts around first, and when it starts around, he overcorrects it. And that is that is very easy to do in this race car.
Oh. That pack's in trouble.
That pack's in trouble. They're gonna have to make another plan or commit to running as long as they can. But these guys
are trouble. Turn 3. It's Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. They were single file.
Yeah, the air cleaner is completely off of Eric Jones's car. See the back of the cars moving around, and as they're moving around, they come down and they're all connected in a they're not lined up, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gets them out of whack. Yeah, and you just see those cars go over those. Oh my gosh, what a big shot by Eric Jones. But you see those cars go over that bump, and all of a sudden they're misaligned.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.